say
yo 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 yo.
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ Envy.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Tuesday.
Yes, it's Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
A very exciting day for myself, being a father. Today, my daughter turned 17. Drop a round of applause, give her a bomb, all that good stuff.
Happy birthday, Maddie.
17 years old.
I'm super duper excited. She's 17 today. She takes her road test this morning, so I'm excited about this. We've been practicing, we've been training, we've been doing it at night, in the rain, good weather, cloudy weather, so we'll see what happens
now,
this morning.
The legal age for driving go up or something? I thought that's 16.
No, in Jersey it's 17.
It's
You
Jersey
get your
17.
permit when you're 16.
Mm-hmm. South Carolina is 16.
Yes.
Yeah, no. You know what's crazy? So I moved to New Jersey from New York when I was in high school, and that's probably the only reason I knew how to drive, because my mom really couldn't drive, and we didn't have like a car that I could probably drive on. So when you go to school in New Jersey, taking driver's ed is part of your curriculum. We didn't have that in New York.
No, I had to take
and
driver's
they
ed
actually
in New York.
schedule your road test for you the day that you turn
17.
Yeah,
Your birthday.
17.
Yeah, so today's her birthday. She's taking that. She's super duper excited and scared. So it should be a lot of fun, man. This is big for baby girl, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, she can finally drive the Phantom.
Now, Charlamagne, we saw you had your VH1 special on last night.
Yes, in session live.
You didn't
with Dr.
cry?
Jess. No, I didn't cry.
No, you didn't cry.
Maybe another 10, 15 minutes I'd have got there.
I
Yeah.
have to catch
You know
up
what
on
I'm
that
saying?
on the plane. I was in Atlanta on my way back. It was a lot of rain.
People were hitting me. They wanted to know how come the questions that I asked you yesterday, she didn't ask.
Because it's not an interview.
What
That's,
did you ask
that's
them?
the other thing, too, that people don't realize about therapy. You've been to therapy before,
Yes.
haven't you? You've been to therapy before, you?
Nope.
It's not they don't interview you in therapy.
That's why it's hard to do it live, because you got to kind of get into it. You start expressing your feelings, and they sit there.
Oh, not me. I come in hot, baby.
You come in hot.
I come in hot.
You come immediately.
I came in. I don't even know how we got there so early. I came in talking about being molested at age 8 by a woman who I made stop because she had a Jerry curl.
Hello, hey Leonard, how you doing? Hey,
Hey, man.
When I was the age of 5, I got molested. She was like, "What the hell?"
I don't even know how we got there so fast. I literally, after the first segment, I was like, what the hell are we doing?
Poor lady gonna retire now.
I wanted to run out, drop on the clues bombs for Dr. Jessica Clemens. I wanted to run out after the first segment. I was like, okay, I think I done bit off more than I could chew. But
Are there things that you were conscious of being on television and people watching and you were like, I don't want to go there?
nah, that was the thing that made it comfortably uncomfortable, because I really felt like I was in therapy. Probably because I didn't go to therapy last week. And so it's just like I felt like I was in my therapy session, like immediately, out of the gate. So it's like I kind of forgot I was on television until we had to stop for commercials every 5 minutes. But other than that,
We gotta pay the bills.
yeah, but other than that, it felt like therapy. That's exactly how therapy feels. Therapy makes you feel comfortably uncomfortable.
Okay. All right. Well, if people haven't seen it, can they see it again?
I don't know, man, because Viacom's so stingy when it comes to putting stuff on YouTube. I don't know. Let me send out an email or two. I would love for them to post it this morning. I think that would be great for people who didn't see it.
Absolutely.
Let me see.
Now, this morning on the show, we got a couple of people joining us from the City Girls. Young Miami will be
Young
joining
Miami.
us.
Dropping the clues bomb for Young Miami.
You know, the City Girls are two people. You know, one's locked up, and if you don't know who the
Free
City
JT.
Girls are, in the Drake Feelings, when the partner goes too bad in the
Yeah, but, and they got a whole project
They got a whole
out called
project.
Period.
For
Where
people
the
who don't
bag
know.
at?
Right? They signed to QC, Quality Control, Home with Amigos, and Little Yachty, and
I'll
Lil
take
Baby.
your man.
Yeah, they got joints. I think The Period is one of the best projects of the year, if you ask me.
Yes.
I actually do like all their songs that I've heard, and I actually got a chance to see Young Miami perform at the pre-Powerhouse show, so that was really fun.
Okay. Yeah, well, she'll be joining us this morning, and also from TMZ, Van Lathan will be joining us.
And the Red Pill podcast.
And the Red Pill podcast.
You know? Very, very intelligent, articulate brother.
The black guy on TMZ, if you don't know.
Yes, that's what they call him. Yes, he hates that, but yes.
I know he does.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get the show cracking. Front page news. Yeah, you're back
Man,
at it.
Of course, we have a rest in peace this morning, and this is a big one.
Lord have mercy.
It's a tease, Envy. Then you'll be like, all right, we'll tell you all about it.
I will tell you all about it. I was waiting for it. I was like, damn, who done passed away now?
Good. Wait till after the commercials and music.
Damn it, man. All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get into some front page news. Now, the reason I was stumbling because I'm so excited my Giants finally won the game. I'm super duper excited. I ain't gonna lie. When your team wins, your trash-ass team wins.
I mean, my team is still in playoff contention. Your team, winning for your team is a consolation prize at this point. Like, hey, for everybody out there who bought season tickets, we'll win a couple for you.
We're only 2 games away from you guys.
That's not true.
Yes, that is. What's your record?
From us, but that don't mean nothing. Okay, we only won 4 games.
All right, and we won 2.
Okay.
The Giants beat the 49ers last night 27-23. So now we are in 3rd place in our division.
Which means nothing.
It means
the
nothing.
NFC East is trash.
I didn't even watch the game last night. I ain't gonna lie. When they won, I said, "Oh wow, they finally won a game. They won another game." All right, what else are we talking about, Yee?
Well, rest in peace to Stan Lee. That's the man who started Marvel back in 1961 with Jack Kirby with the Fantastic Four. He also created Spider-Man, Black Panther, The Incredible Hulk, X-Men, Iron Man, and the Avengers. Everything.
Stan Lee is Marvel.
Well, he was 95 years old, and he was suffering from several illnesses over the last year. They said he had pneumonia, vision issues, and he is survived by his daughter, JC. His wife of 69 years, Joan, died back in 2017 also.
And the crazy thing is, if you aren't even a Marvel comic fan, but you'll say a fan of the movies, he literally has a cameo in every Marvel movie. In some way, shape, or form.
How does that make you feel that he passed away? I know you're a huge superhero fan.
What's that voice, Envy?
Yes, I'm a huge Marvel fan, but he was 95 95 years old.
He had a great life.
He had an amazing life.
Like
we hope to live till 95.
Superheroes passed?
He was 95 years old.
Who's your favorite superhero?
He saw, he conquered 3 times.
Who's your favorite superhero?
I got a lot of different favorite superheroes. I got Wolverine tattooed on my arm.
Do you feel like Wolverine doesn't have...
Hey, shut up!
Go ahead, Yee.
All right, also, rest in peace. 44 people passed away in California's fires as the Camp Fire becomes the deadliest in state history. Right now, 44 people. Imagine that. Miley Cyrus is talking about her house was destroyed in the wildfires, but she's just happy to have her life. She said, "I'm one of the lucky ones. My animals and love of my life made it out safely, and that's all that matters right now." Kim and Kanye, they hired private firefighters.
This is crazy. I didn't even know you could do that. Where do you find that number?
Yeah, who are the private firefighters in the world?
Well, it's a private team, and that team was battling the flames on their property. They had hoses, and they also dug ditches to create a fire break, so that saved their home. And in lieu of saving their home, it also saved the home of countless other people on the block as well.
Which is dope.
I asked about that. I think they call them the hot shots, and they're a private team that the government usually uses when there's crazy fires. So the government didn't use them, so they said that Kim K.
The government needs to have these hot shots step
They
in.
get busy, right?
First of all, hot shots, if you're really public servants, nobody should have to call you. Okay, y'all shouldn't be heroes for hire. And, y'all should pull up.
Yeah, now is the
because.
time. 44 people dead already?
If you see this raging fire going on in California and you're a hot shot and you got your own hoses or fire trucks or whatever it is y'all use, y'all should pull up and help just because.
I don't know if that's the truth. That's what somebody told me before you get at the hot shots. This is what somebody told me.
So you just made something up? Who told you this?
This is not accurate. I don't know if it's 100% accurate.
You could have Googled it
Somebody
first.
told me that. I tried that. Well, it didn't pull up.
Okay. Well, I'm just hypothetically going off if you're correct.
Okay.
But even still, Kim and Kanye had to hire them.
Yes, that's...
Like, you shouldn't have to be hired in a situation like that, right? You should just show up.
Well, they decide what they want to save. Like, I heard they decided to save Pepperdine College because a lot of students were there over different, areas. So they, because it's only but so much they can do.
Yeah. That's got to be a sad situation. I see a lot of people have a real lack of empathy for celebrities, though, because they're like, it don't matter. They can afford a new house or whatever.
That's still their property.
That's still your property. Nobody wants your house to get burned down.
And just all your own personal belongings, photos, things that you had your whole life.
Money don't matter when it comes to Mother Nature. All right? Them hurricanes, them fires, them earthquakes, they don't care about class. Flood don't care about class. Right. They don't care about status. They don't care about none of that.
All right. Well, that's your front page news.
Thank you, Yee.
Ain't no privilege when it comes to Mother Nature.
Now get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, hit us up right now. Maybe you had a bad night, bad morning. Or maybe you feel blessed. Maybe it's your birthday and you want to celebrate it. Whatever it may be, call us right now, 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Say it with your chest. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club. So you better have the same energy.
Yeah. Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up, DJ Envy?
What's up, bro? Get it off your chest, man.
What's up, Charlamagne? I met y'all last week when y'all was down here. Got my book signed from Charlamagne.
That's what's happening, my brother.
What's up, bro?
The first book. Yeah, I'm Gary. I hit y'all with the Bernie Mac.
I met you in Boston.
Nah, right there.
He said in Miami.
In Miami?
Breakfast restaurant. Yeah, I took.
Yep. It was Miami Soul Cafe. I remember now.
Right.
What's up,
yeah,
brother?
They had some good breakfast out there. But yeah, I got a chance to finally meet after seeing y'all every morning for years. But everybody was nice. The environment. I found $20 on the ground out there. I don't know how.
Damn, send me my money back, bro.
Wait, you found $20?
That was mine.
Oh, man, I'm so glad you found my money. You want to cash at me?
I was looking for that.
I remember you because I remember you.
She died 19 years ago. She had an aneurysm.
Oh,
her birthday was
tough.
yesterday. I want to give a shout out to my daughters, Leonie and London. They now go to the same school, daycare, 2 and 4 years old. But yeah, man, the
Can I ask you a
election
question?
was real crazy.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do your kids think Bernie Mac is their daddy?
No. I
Oh.
just hit them with it from time to time, had them laughing.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I
thank you,
done
brother.
been on stage a few times and hit them up.
Well, thank you,
Well,
brother.
much love to you and your family.
Salem!
Hey y'all, how are you guys?
What's up, Salem?
Hey y'all, I'm just trying to be a little petty this morning. I don't know, just switch it up. Yes, y'all can. I appreciate platforms like this for you guys because I can just be petty. So I got in a wreck last week, and keep in mind I just bought this car, not even 15,000 miles on it, you guys. So she hit my car on purpose because I cut her off. And keep in mind she also had a newborn baby in the back seat.
Damn.
I clearly seen her rammed into my car. So, long story short, I just want to shout her out because I pulled up on her the other day. She didn't want to answer her door, so she got this other guy to answer and handle her business, right? So I know I can't say her address, but I'm going to say her street name.
Oh, my God.
And I'm going to pull up on her again, maybe sometime this week again.
All right. Pull up and get your ass kicked now.
You better not get your ass beat.
That's fine. Oh, no. I got people for that.
Salem, how old are you?
I'm 26.
All right. You should
So
be,
wait,
you should be fighting no
what
more.
is this over again?
She hit my car and and then she got no insurance. But I had to pay out my pockets, all the stuff towards my car or whatever.
Why don't you call 911? Why don't you call the police?
Why? We got warrants out here in Dallas. Stop.
You know, y'all
Okay.
too real
Well,
for me.
I do want to say I'm happy that you're okay.
Hey, I'm gonna be in Dallas this morning. I'm gonna be in Dallas this weekend, Salem.
Pull up on
I
Charlamagne.
asked I already asked off already. If my manager tries to deny it, I'm still not coming to work. I got this planned out. Is it going to be in where's that school at? Where is it at? I was there last week. It said
Charlamagne,
Oakland,
no,
right?
Where's it going to be at Charlamagne?
You should hire her for security.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Salem. I have no idea.
See that?
I do know I'm gonna be at.
It's at Paul Quinn.
Oh, Paul Quinn's in Dallas.
I never.
Yeah, this guy don't even know
Yeah, I'm gonna be at Paul Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at Paul Quinn. I am gonna be at Paul Quinn.
All
I'm
right.
going to Bishop T.D. Jakes Church on Sunday, and I'll be at Paul Quinn Monday.
Lewis!
Yo,
Get it off your
good
chest,
morning,
Lewis.
Breakfast Club. How
What's
y'all
up, bro?
feeling?
Good morning.
And I wanted to get off my chest. I'm feeling blessed this morning. Hey, Charlotte, man, I wanted to shout out you, man. That book, man, it was an awesome book, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Made it comfortable, man, for speaking on PTSD and stress and all that. I was born and raised in Chicago myself, man.
Yikes.
When you coming to Dallas for the Barnes and Noble out here?
I'll be in Dallas Monday at Paul Quinn College. I'll be in Dallas.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it there, man. I'm a truck driver, so I'll drive over the road. Hey, and DJ Envy.
Yes, sir.
When you gonna do the a seminar out here, man, on how to flip houses?
We're going to do one in Atlanta during the Super Bowl, and we're going to try to make it out there.
All right, cool, man. I'm gonna try to make it, man. I'll be on them kind of moves, man, when it comes to seminars like that, you know.
The next seminar we do, I think it's going to be in Jersey. I think we're actually going to take a student and show them how to buy a crib and help them with the credit, help them with the financing, and take them to the whole process, man. Get them tenants, fix up the crib, and all that.
Okay, how can I see that, or how can I be, you know?
Just click my Instagram, and the link is on the Instagram.
Okay, cool. I'll follow y'all anyways, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right, bro. Yeah, we're going to take a student, and we're going to show them from the rooter to the tutor how to purchase a crib, how to demo, how to renovate it, how to get tenants, how to get management in there. We're going to do the whole thing. So,
That's a full-time job.
yeah, we're going to help
Let
him
me
get
tell you
financing
something.
and all that and help him out with his finances.
You
and
know,
all
I just
that.
bought another house for $1,600 in Detroit.
Where, Detroit?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, how you doing? This is Johnny from the Bronx.
Johnny from the Bronx. Get it off your chest.
Yeah, man. I'm actually driving right now. It's raining crazy. I hate my boss, man. You know, every day I got to go to work. I got to deal with him. He's annoying as shit. And you know, one day I'm going to tell him that I quit, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to give him a shout-out. That's how much I hate him.
What you waiting on to quit?
You need a new
He's
job?
Majestic. Johnny Majestic.
Yeah, well, you're going to get fired, sir.
Yeah,
You
you're
ain't
gonna
even
get fired today,
you
so
ain't
worry
even going to
about
get the
quitting.
chance to
All
quit.
right, that's good. That's good. I'm looking forward to it, man.
No, you're not.
How long have you been working there?
I've been working here for 3 years. I'm in the union. It's going to be a long time for them to get me out.
Yeah, you just keep that same energy when you go in there today.
Can I just say something?
He fire you for threatening them over the radio.
I just want to say something.
I hate him, man. I hate him, man. I hate him so much, man.
Damn. You getting fired. Listen, you going to get fired immediately. You calling the radio station saying you hate your boss in this age of...
I hate him.
Oh, yeah. I feel threatened if I was your boss. I can't work with you no more. You got to go.
All right.
Wow.
Hello, who's
right
this?
before Christmas, you want to get fired? Now ain't the time for this, my brother.
To get unemployment.
Spencer, man.
Spencer, what's up? Get it off your chest.
Hey, good morning, DJ NVL. First of all, congratulations, man, to your daughter. Pretty sure she gonna pass the test, man.
Oh, don't congratulate her yet, man. We got a couple of hours before that. But I'll send it to her if she does. Or when she does. Let's throw it in the pot. Let's throw it in the air when she does.
Good morning, everybody. Morning, Charlamagne. Morning.
What's up, my brother?
Good morning.
Congratulations to my sister, man. She just had her second baby.
Okay.
Baby Noah. Also, one of my other friends, Shaniqua Harris, she just had her baby as well, baby Deucey.
She named her baby Ducey?
Ducey.
No, Deucey.
I bet you it's spelled Ducey.
How do you spell Ducey?
Please, no.
D-U-S-S''E.
D-U-C.
Oh. Like deuces.
D-U-E-C-E.
Okay, deuces. All right, deuces. All right.
Deuces.
Well, thank you for being so positive this morning.
Ducey is kind of a hot name for a baby. Because it's not like people haven't named their kids Alizé before.
Or Hennessy.
Hennessy. That's what I'm saying. Ducey ain't a bad name.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this Avery.
What's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
Oh, man, I'm a little upset this morning, man. I got to get out the house some more, man. I checked my Twitter feed this morning, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm looking, I see Jill Scott is trending. I'm like, why is she trending?
I saw that, too. What happened?
I see this video of her air chugging the mic like she was giving it some good fellatio, and I'm like, damn, I gotta get out the house more and check these shows out, man.
First of all, as a man who's been to about 8 Jill Scott shows in my life, from the Sugar Water Festival to her own headlining solo shows, don't you disrespect Jill Scott like that, okay? No Jill Scott slander shall prosper.
Well, Questlove tweeted out, LOL at y'all Jill Scott newbies. Y'all thought she was incense and sandals, huh?
Man, I seen Jill Scott hit a high note so crazy one time in Charlotte, North Carolina, that when she was hitting the high note, one tear started falling from her eye. Like right down the side of her cheek. Jill is incredible. You hear me?
Yeah, I gotta check her show after that one now, man. I'm like, all the old heads wanted. I see R. Kelly had a show over the weekend. He was doing a whole lot of.
Wow. He was getting his sweat wiped off of him.
Jill Scott looked horny in this video.
I don't like you calling Jill Scott an old head, by the way. She's only like 40, 41. R. Kelly is 97 years old.
Jill Scott was singing, and what the hell is Jill Scott doing? Oh, my goodness.
Jill Scott got me ready this morning. I'm going to work. I'm like, yo, I'm going to go. When I get off work,
wow, Jill Scott.
She turned me all the way off, and I'm like, man, I got to go to her shows now.
Jill Scott fine, too, though, by
if you don't know what he's talking about, Jill Scott he must be singing, and she's acting like the mic is a penis, and she is going so hard that it splashes in her face at the end.
I'm going to get Jill Scott on lip service.
All right. Thank you.
God bless Jilly from Philly.
She's rubbing the testicles and all. All right, Jill. All right. I don't know what got in Jill.
Mics don't have testicles, Envy. Just so you know.
Why you act like Jill only make that? Jill makes love making music.
I've never seen anybody have lick up testicles. Mike's
There's no testicles on a mic. Are there testicles on your mic?
You ain't never seen nobody lick testicles
on a mic before?
Because you know why?
Well, who's Mike?
Mike don't have testicles.
Shut up.
I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary, but I've never seen a Mike with testicles.
Maybe if you've seen this video, you'd be like, damn, this Mike has testicles.
He has seen it.
Oh. All right. Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now, we got rooms on the way?
Yes, we are going to be talking about somebody who's got a brand new show. He just posted from his set. Also, Nicki Minaj, she is shooting her shot, but it looks like she has a boyfriend. Would you be mad about this if you were her man?
All right, we'll get into this when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, her book is out today. Michelle Obama's new book, Becoming.
I can't believe that they sent no advance copies of that book.
They probably don't need to. They like, whatever.
And not for us, not this little ghetto ass.
That's going to sell millions of copies, by the way. They
probably got 1 million in pre-orders.
No, that's going to happen. Now, Oprah Winfrey actually selected that book as her book club pick. It's the first time that she has picked an author from the political world since she started her book club back in 1996. She tweeted out from the very first pages of Becoming, I knew I wanted everyone to read it. Book clubs everywhere. You'll want to make this your next selection. Yes, she said this book is everything you wanted to know and so much more you didn't even know you wanted to know. I believe it's going to spark within you the desire to think about your own becoming. It's so well written. I can hear her voice. I can hear her expressions. I can feel her emotion.
I can't wait to read it.
Now, here is Michelle Obama with Oprah, and she said that she really didn't take much out of this book because she wanted to just let everybody see all of her.
Whether we like it or not, Barack and I, my husband and I, we are role models.
Yep.
And, you know, I hate when people who are in the public eye and even seek the public eye want to step back and say, well, I'm not a role model because I don't want that responsibility. Too late, you are. And that means that young people are looking at you. And I don't want young people to look at me here and now as Michelle Obama and think, well, she never had it rough. She never had challenges. She never had fears. She never got...
Well, we're not going to think that after reading this book.
Oh, no, you're not.
Right, and she also goes on to talk about the pressures that they face as being the first black presidential family.
We felt the pressure from the minute we started to run. We talk about that and just how, first of all, we had to convince our base that a black man could win. Opening your hearts up to the hope that America would put down its racism for a black man, that, I think that hurt too much. And it wasn't until Iowa, that when Barack won Iowa, that people thought, okay, maybe so.
Did you believe in the beginning? Because you say in the beginning you didn't believe.
No. Well, one of the reasons, the other reason I said yes was like, okay, we're going to do this. He's going to lose, and that is that.
I can't wait to read that book. What if Barack Obama puts out a book called Unbecoming, and it disputes everything she says in this book?
I doubt that's going to happen. But, I mean, this book is very personal. We already played clips for you previously where she talks about suffering from a miscarriage, undergoing IVF to get her 2 daughters, marriage counseling. And this book talks about her growing up on the south side of Chicago, going to Princeton University, going to Harvard Law School, then being in the White House and learning how to balance work and motherhood.
I can't wait to read it. How many pages is it? Does it say?
Oh, no, I don't know.
It's got to be at least,
but I'm sure if you could look it up
400, right?
And see. But yes, this book has been on like the bestsellers list for a couple of months now. It feels like, yeah.
That's amazing.
All right, now, if you're a big Golden State Warriors fan, you can pay $100. It won't get you a seat, and you won't be able to view the game, but you'll get in the building. They have this new monthly In the Building Pass, and that's just for admission into the arena for every home game. It costs $100 a month.
So you got to just walk around the whole time.
You can go to the bar, the restaurant, the club areas, and watch from there.
That makes sense.
Negro, please.
No, that makes sense because you can sneak in.
Negro, please.
I know a lot of people that do that with the Yankees. They buy that little chill pass and then they sneak in, they wiggle their way in, and then they be in seats.
Well, let's be
You can't
clear.
do that at a basketball game. That's number one. Right?
Why not?
Those games are always sold out. Who's not sitting in their seats?
Not all the seats are always
Well,
sold out.
that's why they have these available, because the games are always sold out.
Yes. They said that the Yankee game too is always sold out. The same thing. People
Golden
wiggle their
State
way in.
has won 3 out of the last 4 championships. Their games are definitely always sold out. Without question. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, can't find a seat in there.
If there's tickets on StubHub, you could get a seat.
Well,
Yeah,
the season ticket wait list has 44,000 people.
Come on, man.
So,
what are you talking about, MV?
People don't go to every game. All the game is you always see an open seat or two.
They were probably in the bathroom.
Exactly. I seriously doubt it's a Golden State game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
$100, you could just go to any old bar in Oakland. You know what I'm saying?
But
that's drinks,
but
that's
you're not in the
wings.
stadium. You don't get that vibe, that feeling.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, they need to open up a club in there, and if they're charging $100,
They probably do have a club in there. A lot of these places do have clubs. Now, you know, the Dallas Cowboys have entrances called party passes for their NFL home games, so you can come in just like that as well.
But we don't deserve it.
But you do have a view of
Definitely don't deserve it. We don't deserve to be charging people just to stand in our building.
All right.
Should be free.
And congratulations to Nick Cannon. He does have his new talk show. He posted, "Thankful and grateful for my team and Fox TV for today and the first step towards my late night show. Catch the 2019 Fox Winter Preview coming to your house before the new year. We taking over."
Dropping the clues, monster.
That's dope.
He was doing Wild 'N Out in Atlanta while I was out there, because when I was at an event, I saw a lot of people were coming there from Wild 'N Out.
I see they made Nick take the head wrap off for late night TV, though.
Did they?
He got the fro flourishing.
I'm sure that's his own decision. He said he could wear his turban if he wanted to.
And Nick Cannon can do what he wants.
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your rumor
Except
report.
for tell Carlos Miller he's fired. All right, because Carlos is back.
He's
now.
back, right?
Dropping the clues bomb for Carlos Miller.
This little ass show work.
That's right. This little ghetto ass show with our ghetto ass fans, boy.
Woo!
Okay, we make some noise out here when we want to.
That's right. Now, we got front page news, right? What are we talking about?
Man, let's talk about a tragedy that happened in the suburbs in Chicago. I can't believe somebody was a hero, and you won't believe what happened next.
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get into some front page news. Start off with my New York Giants. They beat the 49ers last night, 27-23. We are now in third place.
All right, shut up. Third place in the NFC East. Let's be clear about that. Don't be screaming y'all third place. Third place in the NFC East, which means that you're the third loser. All right? That's all.
But we won one, so I'm excited about that. What else are you talking about, Yee?
Man, this was a tragic situation that happened in a suburb in Chicago. Now, Jamel Roberson was working security. He was at Manny's Blue Room Bar. This happened Sunday at 4 a.m., and that's when some drunk patrons were told they had to leave. Now, one of the guys left and came back with a gun and opened fire. Now, Jamel Roberson, who, as I said, was working security, actually returned the fire and apprehended one of the men. He placed his knee in the gunman's back and pointed a gun at him to stay still. An officer who was responding to a 911 call actually ended up showing up and firing at Roberson and killing him.
Come on, man.
Now, one of the bar patrons witnessed the shooting, and here's what he said.
Yeah, somebody on the ground with his knee in his back with his gun on him, like, don't move. Everybody was screaming out security. He was a security guard. And they still did their job and saw a black man with a gun and basically killed him.
He wasn't dressed? What did he have on? Did he have on a security uniform? Like I don't understand.
I don't know what he had on, but all I know is they said everybody was like, no, he's a security. He's one of us.
So the cops weren't even listening when they barged in?
I guess not.
The cops were responding to shots fired, barged in, saw somebody with a gun, saw commotion, screaming, didn't know what people were saying, and just shot. Thinking he was a threat.
That's crazy.
Now, there's a GoFundMe account that was established to pay for his burial. He was only 26 years old. Yeah. Now, Jamel Roberson's mother, Beatrice Roberson, has filed a lawsuit against the police officer who killed her son. She said the shooting was unprovoked, unjustified, and excessive and unreasonable, and she's suing the officer as well.
That's crazy that the police would run in, see a black man holding the gun over somebody that was shot, and immediately think the black person is the threat, right, when he's the one who diffused the whole situation.
Yeah, he was the hero. All right, now let's talk about some Wisconsin high schoolers. They posed in a Nazi salute last spring, and now police are investigating. It was a photo showing a group of male who are mostly white Wisconsin high school students.
That's about 100 of them, it looked like. 75, it's not just a couple. Show that picture again.
Now, the images of the students...
All I see is mayonnaise. Too much goddamn mayonnaise.
This guy is stupid. Yeah, Yee.
And the picture was tagged Baraboo Proud, and that picture has since been taken down. School officials are going to look into it further, is what they are saying. The district superintendent tweeted out that it is not reflective of the educational values and beliefs of the school district of Baraboo. Now, there was one student who actually did not put his fist up, and he looked visibly uncomfortable. He wished to remain anonymous, but since then he has responded and said that he had to deal with bullying while he was in school all this time, and that's why he did not participate, and he knew it was wrong.
First of all, he shouldn't have been in that damn picture at all. Okay, he should have moonwalked.
Well, you know what he said? It was 5 seconds. Like, he didn't even have time to get out because the picture happened so fast. He said the photographer told him to do that.
All right,
really?
As soon as the photographer said, say,
and he said it all happened so quick.
Say
and
Nazi
that's why
salute, like, whoa.
He did look like he was separating himself, like, but he said he didn't
that was
have
the kid
time
over to the right, looked like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So they are investigating. We'll let you know what happens. You see him all the way on the if you have Revolt TV, you can see him on the last step in the back. He's the only one that's kind of looking like, what's going on?
That's when the sandwich got way too much mayonnaise on it.
Too much goddamn mayonnaise.
It's not even edible. Like, you can't eat that sandwich. Like, I'm disgusted. Throw this potato salad out, please. Who put all this mayonnaise in the tuna? Goddamn it! Who ruined this good sun kiss?
All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee. That's your front page news.
All right. Thank you, Miss Yee.
You die of sodium. You're going to die of having too much sodium intake.
Now, when we come back from the City Girls, she goes by the name of Young Miami.
Young Miami.
The City Girls is 2. One is locked up, JT.
JT is locked up.
And we're going to kick it with her when we come back. So don't move.
Yes.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
From the City Girls.
Hey.
Young Miami, hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Now, for all of those who don't know, the City Girls is 2 of y'all.
Yes.
Young Miami and JT. I know you get this all the time. She's locked up. When's she coming home?
She coming home soon. I can't give an exact date because we don't have an exact date, but she will be home next year, like the top of next year.
Do you press 5 every time she calls?
Every time.
No matter what.
Let me tell y'all, sometimes I miss JT because, like, she in the Fed, so they got video visits. So sometimes I miss her visits because I'm on the plane. When I miss her visits, it's worse in the car. Like, we don't talk. Like, she'll ignore my email. She won't talk to me. I be like, girl, I was on the plane. She be like, I don't care. I be like, what you want me to do? The Wi-Fi don't work that good.
Yeah.
Let's start from the beginning. How did y'all meet each other, and how did y'all start City Girls?
Okay, so me and JT, we grew up together. We went to the same middle school. We went to Carroll City Middle School. I've been knowing JT probably since I was like 14. We used to always be at the same teen club because in Miami it's fast. So we was 16, 17 in teen clubs. Right. Going home 2 o'clock in the morning. So we met like in school and then at parties. So we been friends since childhood friends. And then one day, JT, she used to be in a little rap group with her friends in high school.
Little rap group.
Yeah, they used to bang pink flags. It was called Pretty Bitches Bang Pink. And one day she just called me and was like, Carisha, let's do this song. I got these 2 beats that's rap. And I'm like, girl, like, what the f? Like, I ain't no rapper. What you?
But you never rapped before?
Never. So she called me. She was like, Carisha, let's do this song. And I'm like, she's like, I got these 2 beats. I'm like, girl, what? No. She was like, come on. So she sent me the song. She was like, rap your part. You know, just do your part. So I was like, all right. I went to the car wash. I was listening to the beat. I called her. I was like, come on. She came to my house. We sit in the car. I'm like, girl, we don't even know nothing about no studio. What studio we gonna go to? I called this rapper from Miami. His name Iceberg.
No Iceberg?
Yeah. And I'm like, Kimmy and JT come to your studio. We want to record this song. He like, y'all for real? And I'm like, yeah. But JT was like, man, he real serious about music. He take music serious. So it was like, we don't know if we want to go to his studio because he gonna be hard on us. But that was the best thing we did. Because when we went in there and I was rapping, he was like, you know, if y'all want to take this serious, y'all got to be like this. So we was in there. We probably went to the studio like, I'm going to say 9 o'clock. We didn't leave till like 6 in the morning. He was asleep.
To do one song.
Then the next day, he bucked on us. We called him back like, we don't like the way the song sound. We want to come back. We had to use like all that man's studio time.
Did you have to pay him?
No.
Okay.
Because he got his own studio. But he was recording. And he just didn't want to tell us no. He was like, man, my equipment messed up. I got to get it right. So like the next day, that song is horrible. Like the first.
That never came out.
No, it's that good.
That's what that was?
Yeah,
Okay.
but we probably recorded it like 10 times. So the next day, I did good. So we went to the studio. My little cousin had a studio. It was like in a warehouse. My cousin was the engineer. And we was in there. We kept recording. And I told JT, I said, listen, I'm not doing this song no more. Because we'll go to the studio at 1 o'clock. And we'll leave at 6 a.m. The sun up. I got a baby. I be getting home. It's time to take my baby to school. I say, JT, I'm not doing it no more. Like, you know, we just playing. We ain't no rappers for real. We finna put this song out. And however it go. We put it out and
it took off.
So y'all never quite got it right? Okay.
When P them got that song, they tried to mix that song down. They said, man, where y'all record this song at?
Hold on. So y'all got signed to QC off y'all first record?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
How the song get to P?
It got the coach.
Got the coach, okay.
Because P ain't feeling City Girls.
P wasn't feeling it? P wasn't feeling it in the beginning?
P did not understand the City Girls. I remember the first time we met P. He came to Miami with Lil Baby. Lil Baby was hosting G5. And we had met Coach. Coach fell in love with the City Girls. He was like, I love y'all. Y'all authentic. I get it. So we put out the song. We had unpacked out G5. G5 is a big club in Miami.
I love G5.
Our first show, it was at this club called Heads and Tails. On our way there, it was a big fight. They was shooting, people running. We like, man, we ain't gonna never make it. Like, we just trying to, you know.
Who was fighting, y'all crew or just in general?
Just the people there, some boys.
Yeah.
So we got there, they fighting, people running. We in the car about to cry like, damn. You get what I'm saying? Like our first show, but we went in there, the people still came inside and they sung that song word for word. So that's how we got noticed by them. And then JT had went to jail when the song came out. And then every time she called me, I'm like, JT, they playing our song in the club. She like, I don't care about no song, girl. I just got indicted with the feds. You about the song in the club, but I'm like, what else we gonna do? You get what I'm saying? When you come home, you can't go back to that. And I ain't doing nothing, so we gotta figure it out. I'm trying to be an Instagram model at this point. Like, so I'm just being honest.
Flat tummy tea ads and
I was trying to get there. Like, I was almost there. So I was like, you know,
How you almost get there?
Because my followers was getting there. I was like at 80K followers. You know, I had my little bathing suits. I got my little camera. You know, I was going to pursue my little career. So I was telling JT, I'm like, you know, this God plan for us, like it's working. I'm like, you got to come home and we finna rap. She got out and we did a song. We did a freestyle, E to the A. And then we dropped that and from when she got out, we was in the studio.
How many records did y'all record before she had to go back in?
We did our whole album that we got coming out on the 16th, Girl Code. We did one thing about P. P don't play with the city girls. He be on our head. Me and JT, we'll get in the studio. You know, we want to be on Instagram. We want to fake it out. We working, do our little videos. P be caught. Y'all better have the records done. Y'all girls go get cut. Like he stay on top of us, and that's what we need. Because like we be slacking, but he stay on top of us. So the whole time she was out, he was on our head. Y'all better be in the studio. We had studio every day up until she went to jail.
And that's how the Period mixtape came about.
Yeah. P don't play with us.
When did P come around though? Cause you said did he come around after that show that night, or when did he come around?
Coach came around.
Okay.
Let's be clear. Coach came around. Like we got signed November 30th. We put that song out in August. We got signed November 30th. Coach came to Miami. It was BET Hip Hop Awards. He came to Miami. He met us at Circle House. He was like, I want to sign y'all girls. I love everything y'all doing. You know, y'all authentic. Y'all from the hood. I understand it. And we was like, well, JT got an open fair case. He was like, I know about that already. I don't care about that. I'm going to help y'all. Like, I'm going to get her a lawyer, da-da-da. Then P probably came like 3 weeks. I can't remember the time frame. And we met him at his hotel. And he was like, y'all girls not a rap. What songs y'all sing? He was just like, so I was texting JT. I'm like, oh my God, he hate us. P took us to the club, gave us money, had turned us up. Next thing you know, we exchanged numbers with P. We was in a group. P loved us ever since.
Y'all want him over.
He took us from Coach. Now we P girls.
How has it been adjusting, to the industry from the streets?
For me, I still didn't adjust. It don't hit me yet. Like, I go to the mall by myself, and when I go to the mall, people be like, you're Miami. And then my uncle will be telling me, like, you can't do that. Like, you got to be with a bodyguard. And I'm just be like, that ain't me. I don't want to walk around with no bodyguard all day. Like, I just still want to feel hood. I'm in my hood, so I feel like I'm safe. But
you got haters too, though.
I got to understand that. So I didn't really adjust to it yet. I'm trying.
And it's a fine balance, because that's the same thing that make y'all authentic and make people like y'all, but then you still
got to be careful.
Got to be
like JT.
Out a little bit.
See, me and JT is bad. I'm good. JT is bad in her own way. She's just feisty. She got an attitude. I'm more of like, you could approach me. JT, she real rude. She be telling the security, stop following me. I don't give a and I'll be like, I'll be like, girl, don't do that. That man got up out of you. That's his job.
Do you think jail might be good for her a little bit, just to maybe calm it down a little bit?
No.
Make her no wilder?
JT, you just can't change JT. Like, sometimes she be positive. She be like, when I come home, I ain't gonna be mean. That's one of her little prison talks. Then she'll text me in the email when we hang up, bitch, that. When I get out, everybody gotta feel me.
She only got a couple years though, right?
She like, for real, she only got 2 years.
That's what I heard, 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, but she not gonna do her whole 2 years.
All right, we have more with Young Miami from City Girls when we come back. Let's get into her new joint now. It's called Twerk. And it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. That was Twerk, City Girls, and we have Young Miami in the building. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, how did the collaboration with Drake come about?
I don't know. Drake probably was scrolling on Instagram looking at the City Girls. I don't know. All I know is P just called us and was like, hey, Drake want to do a record with y'all.
I think Drake want QC to manage him on the low.
I don't know.
That's what I think.
That can do it too. But go ahead.
So I'm like, he stopped playing with us because P like to play. He's like, I ain't finna screenshot. Y'all FaceTime me. He showed us a DM. And we was like, oh my God, bitch, we made it. we finna be on the song with Drake. So we went to Atlanta. We flew to Atlanta because P was like, this top secret. Y'all finna come do this song at my studio. Ain't sending out to nobody. We finna do this record. It ain't getting sent out or nothing. So we went to Atlanta. We did the song, and that's just how it came about.
Oh.
Who's easier to finesse, industry or the street?
Industry. They easy. they like walking legs. They so easy. I mean, you just gotta know how to finesse them. You get what I'm saying? Like, most girls, because I'm not gonna lie, I talked to a guy that was older than me. He had money, and I just felt like I was kind of scared to ask him for money because I wanted him to think that I had my together. And I felt like me asking him or make it seem like I was needy or I wasn't a boss. But no, you can't do that.
Break it down.
You gotta
break it down, young man.
Like, it don't matter if you bossed up, if you in your own bag. Like, cause that was just, I was like, man, this man, you know, he got his little business going on. This man a boss. I ain't about to go and ask this man for no money because he gonna feel like I'm needy. Like, you know.
Yeah, but he asking you for something, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So now that I'm kind of older and I look back on that situation, that's why I feel like that's like another message in our music. Like, it don't matter if you're a boss and you got your own shit. You could still ask a guy for something. You know, as a woman, he should do for you anyway. He should buy your food. He should pay your bills. You should be straight. You shouldn't never have to go in your pocket.
So all these artists and athletes that be in your DMs, how do you pick and choose who you want to?
I'm straight off them.
You straight off?
I swear to God, I'm straight off them.
Why?
Because it's like you gotta really know when they serious. Most of them just want to have fun.
Right.
Everybody want to have fun right now. That's how I feel. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you a rapper, or if you're an athlete. Like,
how many are in your DMs now?
I don't like to, I don't like
say no names.
I don't like to tell because y'all can DM me. I ain't gonna tell.
I ain't DM you back.
I don't never tell.
I don't want no problem. You're about to make my blood pressure go up fooling with y'all young ass girls draining my pockets.
But one thing about me, JT always tell me that. She be like, Carisha, you don't care. She always tell me, she be like, what's wrong with you? First conversation with you be like, you gonna buy me a Chanel bag? I'm just trying to see where your head at.
Do you feel like you owe a guy something when he buy you that bag, though? Yeah.
Then I want a wig. I'ma just keep asking just to see. That's how I know if I'm with you.
Yeah.
Because if I ask you and you petty, then you petty.
You don't buy nothing back, though?
You got money now.
Now, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. But back then, hell no, I ain't buying nothing. You want me?
So how is it hard not to go back to your old ways when dealing with these industry dudes? Because you say they're easy lick, you know you can finesse them. So how do you stop yourself from doing that?
Because I don't want to do that no more. Because now I feel like I got something to lose.
Now we seen these tweets that came out recently about some old tweets about 2013. Where you're talking about some Haitian people.
Okay.
And people were pretty pissed off about this.
Okay, so let me tell y'all. Miami Twitter. It's called Miami Twitter. And every year it's Haitian Flag Day. And it's a Miami thing. It be Yanks. They call American Yanks versus Souls. So that was just like the topic that we do every year. We just go in on each other like, they be Yanks. We got more money than y'all. Y'all trying to steal our hustle. Y'all, they say they invented scamming. Y'all want to be like us. We invented scamming. Then we'll say like, y'all Haitians, y'all. Y'all coming to America while y'all don't stay in Haiti. And, just stuff like that. It wasn't nothing that I have nothing against Haitians. I was just engaging in the topic that we do in Miami. It's just.
It was all joking, going back and forth, breaking on each other.
And then you had some tweets about the LGBT community. They didn't like that either. You apologize for those, though.
I didn't tweet nothing about them. I was just talking about my son. I just said that if I saw anything gay in my son, that I would beat him. But that's just like your mama be like, if you break my tail, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. That don't mean she going to beat the shit out of you. She just saying, I don't have nothing against gay people, but I wouldn't want my son to be gay. Just being a mother, like, I wouldn't want my son dating the same sex. But I'm around a lot of gay people all the time. My stylist is gay. My cousin gay. I love gay people. My favorite cousin that died was gay. That don't mean that I have nothing against gay people because I don't want my son to be gay.
I think what you're saying that you would beat him, it makes it seem like it's something wrong. That's how people took it and look at it.
But you was young when you tweeted that, though.
I mean, I apologize for it. I don't know why they took it offensive.
You say you want somebody to suck on your until your gets a hickey. Why would you want something like that?
Because I want them to suck on it and talk.
Y'all read that to him. He was so intrigued by that earlier this morning. He was so intrigued.
That sounds painful.
Not if he licking it right. A lot of men don't know how to eat.
That was me. A girl gave me a book back in the day called The Ultimate Kiss. Taught me how to properly eat.
Yeah, y'all just be licking, and just be like, oh my God, get up.
But you got to teach us, though. I would have never learned.
That's taking too much time. At that point, I'm ready to get to the point. Like, I'm not going to sit here and teach you. No.
What if you really like the guy, he taking care of you and everything, but that's the only thing wrong is game trash? You got to school him.
Yeah, I did. Then I have to. But if we just, finna do us, I ain't got time to be teaching you.
So you told a guy to get up?
Yeah. I was just like, come.
Oh, he had to leave.
I love Young Miami.
He had to leave.
I'm like, just come. Like, you could just do that to get me wetter, but if not, let's just get to the point. Like, I ain't even got time for you to be down there. And just come on.
That's amazing. Drop on a clues bomb for Young Miami. Come on, man.
How's your baby daddy with all the success now?
Me and
How's your baby daddy games? Because y'all not together no more.
What?
Was he the guy you told that to?
He young, he only.
Stupid.
My baby daddy young.
Stupid.
My baby daddy only 26. He ain't experienced like that. He all right. I mean, I'm young too, so I probably don't know what proper it is, but.
How's he with all the success and everything?
He good at first. But now he just like, I'm happy for you. Do your thing,
He try to get you back?
Of course. Every day, boy, bye. He love the Breakfast Club, so I know he go see this. I don't want you.
What's his name? Give him a shout out.
I don't want you. Oh,
why you just gonna tell a man you don't want him? You ain't had to say that.
Is that bad? Give him another shot?
Shout out to my baby daddy, Shine.
That's beautiful. So he not the one for you?
I mean, I've been knowing him since 2000. He was my first.
Is it hard for him to deal with the fact that you are getting more successful and you around all these successful men? I'm sure that gotta drive him crazy a little bit.
Because when I first got signed, he was saying, he was one of them. But now he get it.
Yachty, your label mate QC, he said he wouldn't work with Nicki because of the beef with Cardi. So would you work with Nicki?
I just want to stay away from that question. Like, I don't want to get into that. But I am Team Cardi. City Girls is Team Cardi. Cardi support the City Girls.
So you fight for Cardi, basically?
Yeah, I love Cardi. I'm Team Barty. Period.
Well, the album's out this Friday, and thank you for joining us.
Miami. It's good when you like somebody's music and then you meet them and they just like their records.
Oh, thank you.
We don't want to see you out here on no bullshit, though, later on.
I'm not.
Here you have it. The Young Miami City Girls. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Drop on the clues bombs for Young Miami from the City Girls. Can't wait till JT comes home so we can have both of those, both of that double ratchet energy in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
My goodness.
I love having conversations with young ladies like Young Miami.
Yes.
It seems like a good time.
Yeah, it makes my blood flow.
All right. Now, don't forget, tomorrow is the Breakfast Club's Change for Change.
Yeah, it's actually on Thursday.
Oh, I said tomorrow?
Yeah, don't give me that.
I said tomorrow. You just said tomorrow.
I know we all work hard, but I know today Tuesday.
Oh,
okay, I got my week structured.
All right,
rushing my week.
Thursday is the Breakfast Club's
That's
Change for Change, powered by Doe's Beds. It's the Benefit Project 375. Now, it's an 18-hour radiothon, so we'll be here from 6 a.m. to midnight.
So for everybody that's like, oh, why do y'all have to leave the air at 10 a.m.? We'll be here till midnight.
Yeah, we did that. We did this last year. Last year we raised over how much?
800,000.
Yeah, I thought it was more, but if they say 800,000, cool. Who got a new car? But all right.
Well, somebody said they gave money. They didn't really give it. One or the other.
But we raised over $800,000 for the Gathering for Justice movement last year.
Correct. And all the proceeds are going to Project 375 this year. So we don't see any of that. It goes directly to them.
Tell them what Project 375 is.
They're removing the stigma surrounding mental illness through conversation, education, and inspiration.
It was founded by Brandon Marshall, NFL player, who just got signed, I think, yesterday. So I guess him being here.
Signed?
It's not
New Orleans Saints. So are we allowed to lean? Yeah, the Saints. New Orleans Saints. So are we allowed to lean on Brandon Marshall for money? Even though we're raising money for him? Because, I mean, even though we're on the radio for 24 hours, we still donate. So he should still donate too, right?
Yes.
I think that would be a nice gesture on his part.
Yeah, he definitely should.
I would think so. And all of this goes to, help eradicate the stigma surrounding mental health and raise awareness for mental health in the African American community.
Yeah, there's a lot more people now coming forward talking about their own issues that they've struggled with. And in particular, Brandon Marshall has had his own struggles with mental health also, which he's been vocal about.
Yes, and drop on the clues bombs for everybody who tuned in to In Session Live last night on VH1 with Dr. Jessica Clemens. I was the first patient on the couch. That was a very exhilarating experience. I think you should do it, Envy. I thought about you last night. I really did.
What'd you think about me?
Man, why stop it?
I just said what?
Well, you know what? When I was on the couch, I thought about you, and I said, you know who would be nice on this couch?
So you think Envy needs some therapy?
I think everybody needs therapy, but I think it would be good for Envy. I don't know why. I really did. I thought about you, I thought about Wale, and I thought about Nick Cannon. I did. I said those three guys, could really be on this couch.
Three men on the couch with you?
Yes.
Why do y'all have to turn every serious conversation?
Hush, we're having a moment. 3 men on the couch. Just trying to get to where we need to be and doing what we got to do to get to where we need to be.
It would actually be 4 if you were there too.
So it's just 4 men on the couch.
4 men on the couch.
What are we wearing?
All right. You took it too far.
What do you see in Envy that makes you...
What do you see in me that wants to put me on the couch?
The fact that he wants us to explain everything. Like, he'll be like, Angela, explain to the people what oxygen is. I just want to get to the root of that.
You know what, though? Envy did go through a really dark time.
I just want to get to the root of his...
And you did go through therapy.
Like, why does he need an explanation for everything?
But that's not because of...
He was told to ask questions at a young age.
No, what happened was...
He's that little kid that's always saying, why?
No, that's not it. When I did radio on the other side, when I worked at the other station, station, the person that hired me, Tracy, was like, you have to over-explain things because never think that everybody knows what you're talking about. So explain everything so everybody always knows.
But you don't got to say, explain to the people what water is.
I never say explain what water is. No, I
Yes,
don't.
you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
No,
be
I don't.
defensive. That's
I
why
do
you
not.
need therapy.
I
You
do
be
not.
defensive.
Don't.
My God.
Okay, maybe he does.
Just go straight to medication. Let's skip the therapy and go straight to medication. My God.
Explain to the people what medication is.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well,
Well,
this could be interesting.
So we're raising money for Envy Thursday.
No, we haven't raised money for. All right.
No, but people also tend to think that therapy is expensive, and there's a lot of other ways to get around that, and insurance does cover it, right?
Yes.
Yep.
In a lot of cases.
All right. Well, we got rumors on the way. What we talking about?
Yes, we are going to talk about Nicki Minaj shooting her shot. Who did she shoot her shot at?
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast
So
Club.
we just had Young Miami on. That was Little Baby who just played.
Correct.
It's all quality control.
Correct.
P and Coach K need to know we leaning on them Thursday.
We definitely calling them. Yeah, we definitely give some money for them on Thursday.
Okay.
Where the bag at?
That's right. Well, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Travis Scott.
Listen up. It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, Travis Scott was on with Ellen, and he was discussing a lot of things, including his parenting experiences and the whole delivery experience with his daughter, Stormy. Check out what he had to say.
She held me down because it was so scary. This is actually my first delivery room. So she was like walking me through this whole process. And it's like this thing called like the placenta that I've just been hearing about. Oh my God. So I was like, I was fearful of that, but I cut the umbilical cord and, she held it down. Mama KJ. Going into it, I was like nervous and scared, we were just like both young. But when you like first had a baby in your arms, it's just like, it's uncontrollable. It's like this whole like warp,
Yeah.
that just takes over your body. And I never thought I could just like love something like so hard,
I know the feeling. And by the way, when you eat the placenta as a man, you're able to breastfeed.
That's not true.
That is not true.
So you ate the
That's
placenta?
what you did? You ate it?
I've never eaten a placenta, but I read
Then
a
how do you
story
know?
because Tom Cruise did it a long time ago.
So he's a Scientologist. So
Well, Tom Cruise looks younger than everybody in this room, and he's 97 years old. So
it could be
what
makeup.
I'm telling y'all is if you eat the placenta, you're able to breastfeed.
Don't tell somebody will believe that.
Google it.
No.
You can Google it.
Don't do that.
Fry
Don't
the
listen.
placenta.
Okay, now let's move
Don't
on and
listen to
talk
him.
about Travis Scott on
Disgusting.
Ellen discussing perhaps doing some type of Broadway play.
I love like Broadway. It's just super dope.
You do. You love Broadway.
Yeah, it's fire. It's like
You should
plays.
write a Broadway show because you write all of your own stuff, right?
Yeah.
You should write like a whole show.
Yeah, I was thinking my next album should be like I do a play for a whole week somewhere. Just do a play and design a whole play around my album.
That could be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
That'd be different.
All right. Now, by the way, Travis Scott, he had to postpone one of his shows last night. In addition to that, 3 other shows have also been postponed, and that's due to technical production issues. So the show in Tampa, upcoming shows in Hartford, Cleveland, Milwaukee, all of those are being postponed to a later date. So if you do have tickets to any of those shows, they are going to announce those rescheduled dates shortly.
Okay.
All right, Nicki Minaj, in the meantime, was at the People's Choice Awards, and she decided to take that time to shoot her shot on somebody in the audience.
Shout out to Donatella Versace for custom making this outfit for me, and shout out to Michael B. Jordan because he's going to be taking it off of me tonight.
Okay, all right.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
No,
I was
okay.
just pointing out that she's shooting her shot, and
women
maybe
can-
we're going to help push this along.
Yeah, women can shoot their shot too, and a lot of guys are naive. A lot of women can be flirting with a guy, and a guy won't even know that the woman is flirting with.
Well, he
It
knows
goes
this
right
one.
over their head. Exactly. That's very direct and to the point.
Yeah, I think he's aware right now. In the meantime, he said he doesn't even have a girlfriend, just so you know. He's single, doesn't even know what it's like to date.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's about 10 furious white women right
Shut
now.
up.
How dare you not claim me, Michael B. Jordan?
Now, Nicki Minaj, in the meantime, has been dating Lewis Hamilton, and she posted him after he won. She put, "Congratulations, sweetheart. #champion Lewis Hamilton. So proud of you." So,
How does that make him feel? Shoot your shot, and then you congratulate me?
listen, at least he got acknowledged.
Maybe it's just all entertainment, and he knows that.
Yeah, he's like, whatever. You're just doing a little bit of flirting.
It gotta hurt a little bit, though.
I mean,
Say, baby, you can rip my clothes off. Not Michael B.
If
Jordan.
you're dating Nicki Minaj, she's gonna rap like that in her music anyway. She's gonna put those kind of suggestive
Did a whole
lyrics in her
dream
music.
song.
Exactly. She did a whole dream song talking about industry guys she wanted to sleep with. So you can't take it's all entertainment. You can't take it serious.
Right. And, you know, for Michael B. Jordan, look, he said this in GQ because he's on the cover. He said, I'm very mature and advanced in a lot of areas of life. Dating may not be one of them. I don't really know what dating is.
Well, how are you breaking all these white women's heart this morning, Michael Jordan? All these white women we see you out here with, that we clearly see you on dates with. You don't not claiming none of them. So Michael B, don't be that way.
I'm Angela Yee, and that is your rumor report.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee.
Come on.
Charlamagne!
Yes.
Who you giving that donkey to?
We need police in Chicago to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with them.
All of them?
I mean, the ones who are responsible for killing Jamel Robertson.
Okay. Yes. All right, we'll get to that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You get donkey of the day. Yeah, you dumb ass. You get donkey of the day. Yeah, you dumb ass.
You are a donkey. It's time for donkey of the day.
Donkey of the day, huh? I'm gonna fatten all that shit around your eye.
They want this man to throw them blows, man. They waiting for Charlamagne to tap these gloves. Let's go.
They had to make a judgment of who was going to be on the donkey of the day. They chose you.
Yes. The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's donkey of the day today?
Donkey of the day for Monday, November 13th goes to police officers in the Midlothian Police Department in Illinois. First of all, let me say rest in peace to 26-year-old Jamel Robertson. The latest hashtag on social media because he was gunned down by police. Now, Jamel was an armed security guard at Manny's Blue Room Bar in Robbins, Illinois. All his friends said he had talked all his life of becoming a police officer himself. He had a valid gun owner's license but did not have a concealed carry permit. But he was armed security at this club. A confrontation broke out between several men, and one man left to go get his gun. The man came back with his pistol, opened fire in this bar, striking several people. At least 4 people were injured. The security guard, Jamel Robertson, did what he was supposed to do and returned fire and apprehended the suspect. You would think he'd be getting some type of Medal of Honor today or something, right? I know, right? I know you're thinking, how did he end up getting killed by the police if he was the good guy? Well, let's go to WGN9 for the report.
26-year-old Jamel Roberson was working as an armed security guard at Manny's Blue Room Bar. Witnesses say security asked a group of drunk men to leave, but at least one person came back with a gun and started shooting. Security returned fire, and witnesses say Roberson apprehended one of the men involved outside. A Midlothian police officer who responded to the scene opened fire. 4 other people, including a suspected shooter, suffered non-life-threatening injuries. State police are investigating the police shooting. Cook County Sheriff's Police are investigating the bar shooting.
Now, there's been a lot of conversations in America about needing armed security in public places. Churches, schools, nightclubs, all these places we see these mass shootings need security. I don't disagree with that. All right, when I walk into the airport in New York, especially JFK, I feel extra safe because it's military personnel with choppers everywhere. All right, I think that you have to create difficulty, all right? And nothing creates difficulty like a bunch of armed security with AK-47s. But this situation right here throws a middle finger to that, whole theory. Because what's the point of having armed security if police can't tell the difference between the good guy with a gun and a bad guy with a gun? All these mass shootings we hear about, whenever it's a member of Vanilla ISIS, meaning a white domestic terrorist, how many times we read stories where these members of Vanilla ISIS commit these mass shootings and police somehow find a way to apprehend them without killing them? Why wasn't that same courtesy extended to Jamel Roberson? Now, one of the eyewitnesses on the scene, Adam Harris, said he saw the whole thing. Let's hear it.
He had somebody on the ground with his knee in his back with his gun on him, like, don't move. Everybody was screaming out security. He was a security guard. And they still did their job and saw a black man with a gun and basically killed him.
Somebody has to explain to me how mass shooters, members of Vanilla ISIS, shoot people, kill people, get apprehended, and then get questioned. All right, police officers walk in, see a black man with a gun standing over a man, got his knee in his back, a man who wanted to be a police officer. All the witnesses there telling the police, hey, this guy is the good guy. He's apprehended the suspect. Did he get told to even drop his weapon? Were they listening to the people telling them Jamel Roberson was not the bad guy? Pretty hard to tell who's the bad guy and the good guy nowadays, all right? Pretty hard to do in America when the perception is white is right and black is bad. Black is bad. And not bad meaning good either, but bad meaning bad. And not just bad, dangerous and threatening. I once heard a quote. The quote is, we must not allow other people's limited perception to define us. Very hard to do when the perception that defines us in the eyes of some people in America gets us killed. Please let Remy Ma give Midlothian police the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
So sad. Our condolences go out to Jamel Roberson's family.
Yes, absolutely. Now, when we come back from TMZ,
my guy
Van Lathan will be joining us.
Yes, and he's got a podcast called The Red Pill on the Loudspeakers Network.
That's right. So we'll talk to him when we come back. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. My guy, Van Lathan.
What's poppin', y'all?
Welcome, sir.
Van Lathan, they call you, a lot of people like to say the guy from TMZ. Are you tired of hearing that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, tell us your story. How we know you from TMZ. How did you get to TMZ, and tell us your whole process?
Well, I was unemployed, you know what I mean, when the economy, I was working at a different production company, and it was crazy because the production company hit us on a Monday, and was like, today's the last day of the company.
Yeah.
You're done. Everybody's done. So I was unemployed for a little while, and I was just freelance writing, just trying to get any type of job to kind of keep my craft sort of sharp.
Was you in L.A. now or Louisiana?
I was in L.A. I had been in L.A. since 2008. And I was living a good unemployed life for a year and a half, man. I was playing basketball every day, collecting the unemployment check. And I walked into the gym, and this lady came up to me. She was like, yo, we're going to have you do this on-camera survey. And if you do the on-camera survey and we like you, we're going to have you go further on into this process, and then you have a chance to make $1,000. I go out to this warehouse in Van Nuys, and it's supposed to be a survey where I use all of these different products, right? So I do all of this stuff, right? And he goes, after you do all of this, now you got to shave with the razor.
What?
In the mirror. So I'm shaving with the razor in the mirror.
How homeless did you look?
But look, to me,
you might be the only person that would do all this.
It worked though.
But look, to me, it's like they say, yo, you gonna make $1,000. I'm like, when you're unemployed, that's a bunch of money.
Right.
So I'm like, so I do all of this stuff, and while I'm shaving with the razor, a dude pops out with a camera. And he's like, yo, are you ready for the Gillette Fusion Pro Glide Challenge? And I'm like, it's a commercial.
Right.
And so we do all of this stuff. I go back and forth with the guy. I walk back into this room, and it's a whole production crew, and everybody's back. They're like, you did so well, and stuff like that. We did the whole thing. We went back and forth. I thought it went really well. And then when I got back there and I was filling out the paperwork, they was like, listen, this is on a Saturday, so you get double the rate. So you're actually going to walk out of here with $1,800, and you're going to get a $500 holding fee every time we run the commercial. And I was like, wow, this is dope.
Wow.
So me being the honest American that I am, the next time my unemployment came, I put the money that I made onto the unemployment thing, right? Because you get paid from your unemployment based upon
the money you made that year.
The money you made that year.
Yeah.
When I did that, it readjusted my quarterly earnings for $1,800. So my unemployment went down from $500 to $75 a week.
Wow.
Damn.
And so I'm like, well, the good life is over. I got to get a job now, right? And when I went on there, the first thing that was there was developing and being a part of the TMZ tour.
What website was that?
Entertainmentcareers.net.
Got you.
And I wrote all this stuff. And then I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use my writing skill. I wrote a funny cover letter to my resume. They called me right away. And then I've been with TMZ ever since.
But you said TMZ tours. So that's the bus that goes around.
That's the bus that goes around.
That never spots any celebrities.
I was a tour guide.
You were the tour guide?
I was a tour guide.
This is so-and-so's house. This is, wow.
No, not the houses. We don't do the houses. It's a celebrity tour, right? So you go around and you tell people about things that happened, TMZ things that happened in different neighborhoods.
Now, how'd you get in the building now? Now, you were on the bus. How'd you get
That
inside?
was the Astro Glide Challenge.
No, man. Hari got on the bus and he saw me do my tour. And he was like, we need to have you in the office.
Now, do you ever catch flack for some of the things posted on TMZ?
Of course.
Like Angela Simmons' baby daddy killed. People were so mad. That was disrespectful. That was her ex-fiance.
It was. Look at the headline now, though.
Right, they changed it.
Of course. So, for me, what I would tell people is, I think for me working there, I started to understand that, especially when you're talking about black and brown people, even when things aren't done purposely to hurt you, they still do, and the language can still be coded. And that's why sometimes it's important to have someone that can relay the message of just how insensitive or hurtful something can be.
Right.
I mean, see, that's the thing, though. You have a lot of culturally clueless people, but that's why we need to have seats at those tables.
Yeah.
To stop stuff like that from happening.
You can take the 10 best people in the world, right, and put them in a room. If there's no diversity, it's going to be about 10 minutes before something stupid happens.
Yeah.
They're going to say something. They're going to say and do something stupid if there's nobody in the room to express their sort of history and their concerns. But yo, man, that's not how we do it. Whatever. So
that's how you get Kylie Jenner Pepsi commercials.
That's how you get Kylie Jenner.
Kendall, which one was that?
Kendall.
It was
and
Kendall.
so
They all look alike.
That's because there's nobody there to go, yo, that doesn't look right. You know what I mean?
Did you ever feel weird about Harvey being a Trump supporter and being really vocal about it?
I didn't feel weird about it. I felt it was a real point of contention. You know what I mean? I think what we've seen in the in this past election is that it seems like mainstream America is disappointed when they see racism and they're not outraged. I think we're outraged at it because these things directly affect our lives.
Damn right.
And it's very frustrating to have a conversation with somebody or anyone where something directly affects you and it's a mild annoyance to them.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he's making the economy good.
Who cares? Right. Like who cares?
He's done some good, he's done some bad.
Right. Who cares if you can't pay me enough money to call me a so it doesn't really matter how good the economy is. Shut up.
$100 million?
Nah, I'm not. I can't be a for $100 million, bro.
What the context is?
I mean, maybe if we like in a movie or something, but like if I know that that's how you view me, there's not enough money in the economy that can make me okay with that. Right. So for me, going back and forth with him, it was frustrating. In seeing that perspective taken, but now that he is adamantly against Trump, I feel vindicated.
Is that real though, or is that because of the backlash?
I don't think that there was as much backlash as people think that there was, but I think that it's real. But I think that also some things that Trump did and said started to affect things that Harvey really cared about,
like the LGBT community.
Right.
Yeah,
people don't care until it affects them. They're like, wait a minute.
I think that some people put things past Donald Trump. Some people that had knew Donald Trump from the past had thought, oh my God, this guy's not as bad as what we think he is, and all of those things like that. And I think they put some things past him. To me, when somebody's standing in front of you telling you what they mean, you gotta take them at their word.
I do think in a lot of ways Harvey gets a bad rap. I think Harvey's not as bad as people try to make him out to be. Am I wrong?
For me, he's been like somebody who has really championed the position that I've had on the show.
But he does need you on there.
Well, I wasn't on there before.
Right, but it helps because there were a lot of things that were happening that we were like, what the hell is going on with TMZ?
Yeah,
and
I
even
think
a
he
lot of
welcomes
artists,
the diversity in the room.
And even artists complaining about how come the only time you guys report on hip-hop artists or people of color is something negative. And people have definitely expressed that and felt like that.
Sure. I mean, for me, there's a certain way that I want black people and black culture to be portrayed always. And that's fairly. So it's my job and my challenge, and along with Raquel and Lauren and the other people in the room, to make sure that it's covered fairly and it's covered accurately. And also, I would say to those people is like, before anything goes up on TMZ about anyone, they reach out to your people. They want to talk to your people. They want to get in touch with your people to understand.
Give you a chance to give you a side.
Right. And if we can't do that, then, you know what I mean? It's a little tougher. But still, it's on me and on the other people in the office to kind of champion, that side of our culture.
All right, we got more with Van Lathan when we come back. Of course, we got to discuss when Kanye popped up at TMZ, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have Van Lathan in the building. You might know him from TMZ or the Red Pill Podcast. Now, when Kanye West came up, the second time he came, you didn't show up to work that day. But what was on your mind when he came up? What were you thinking?
No, Van was at work. Just Harvey chose to do the interview with Kanye, which I thought
had nothing to do with.
I think Harvey should have fell back and let Van interview Kanye one-on-one. That's what I think. But
I wasn't interested in interviewing Kanye.
Right. Well, what did you think of the whole Kanye incident? What did you think of it after?
It's funny because I called Charlamagne right away and I was like, "Yo, I just had a yelling match with Ye in the office, man. It was crazy." I thought,
and then my phone beeped and it was Kanye on the other line saying, "I just had a yelling match with." The black guy.
Nah, after the first time, I mean, listen, I've been disillusioned with Kanye West for a little while. So I wasn't expecting, anything. I wasn't expecting for that sort of image in my mind to change. But the level to which he became unhinged in the office was surprising to me. Just because he was in there, and then all of a sudden, cameras on, go time, and he's all over the place. And so when
Was he like that before the cameras came on, or not
No.
until? Okay.
No. But at the same time, before the cameras came on, he was making a point, and I will say this, to go and exchange energy with anybody that was in the room. Yo, I'm Kanye West. Hello, hugging people, being nice. But when he got up there and he had what he wanted to say, that's when he started to get a little bit more passionate. But when he was up there talking to Harvey and Charles, I was disgusted. Legitimately disgusted at sort of what this incredible cultural leader had become in that moment. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but we're not going to change the facts about the people that got drugged and strung up so that we could even have the freedom to sit in this room
and say slavery was a choice.
And say
But
slavery
people did try to, I guess, explain what he was saying and say, well, what he meant was.
I mean, what he meant was he was talking about mental bondage.
No, I don't think that that's true.
Well, he did say that right after he said the slavery was a choice.
I think that he walked it back, but I think if you watch what he said, it's very clear.
What was he said? 400 years.
He said 400 years. That sounds like a choice to me. So let's break that down. Okay, what you're saying is to me, and maybe I'm being too sensitive about it. To me, you're sort of implying in some way that there was some sort of weakness on behalf of people that were born into bondage, right? That were dehumanized to a point to where every single second of the day, they were reminded that they were the lowest things in the world. Like,
they were weak, but they were conditioned to be weak.
I don't think that we can call them weak. I think that they were incredibly strong to have survived that.
Okay.
I think that they were. I don't think that there's any way that we could call them weak. They were incredibly strong to have endured that.
Well, the conditions weakened them physically.
They might have the conditions weakened them physically, but at the same time, I think it's incredibly off base to assign any weakness to them. You know what I mean?
That's like when people be like, if that was me and I would have been alive during slavery.
Right.
Like, no,
you don't know
what you would have done.
Yeah, you don't know. And you can't judge what that was like because we have no idea.
And you
like.
really can't judge it when you're in a situation to where your child is there, right? Your old grandmother
your wife.
is there, right? Your wife is there, right? To me, even to imply that, you got to walk that back. And to be honest with you, he would have been able to talk everything, and I wouldn't have said anything. But that, when I'm from the South, you know, my dad would drive me around and look at a low-hanging tree to be like, just let you know it's a bunch of souls on that tree. Never forget. That didn't sit well with me.
What do you think the second time he came up?
The second time, it seemed like I got another album coming out. This got a lot of buzz and press the first time.
Let's go back.
But at the same time, there's no way I can say that's really what...
it's what it felt like.
It's what it felt like. So for him, he always has all kinds of weird reasons why he does stuff, so who knows what his plans are.
Now, Van Lathan, fun fact about Van. Van used to be 600 pounds.
No, I wasn't 600 pounds.
How big were you?
I was about 360 pounds.
360 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow, how'd you lose so much weight?
For me, I just got tired of being fat. It was a lot of work for me.
In Louisiana, you had all that weight in Louisiana.
I had it in California, too.
Okay.
How do you feel
So when
about
you
fat
flew
shaming?
cargo from Louisiana to
stupid,
LA,
you stupid.
what made you want to lose some weight?
Stop it.
This dude is
How
dumb.
do you feel about fat shaming? Because, you know, Charlamagne fat shames a lot of people. People get mad sometimes.
I fat shame Van now. He's not even fat no more.
But he fat shames me about past fatness, which to me doesn't make any sense at
I
all.
want
It's
him to
like,
go backwards.
You know what I'm saying? To me, I think fat shaming is disgusting. The one thing I'll say is that unless you're living in a body where you feel bad about your self-image, you don't understand how oppressive that can be. So many different parts of your life are affected by negative self-image, right? You get on a crowded bus and you sit down and you're taking up 2 seats and you're like, damn, the people around me look at, you know what I'm saying? You go to a barbecue, everybody else eating. See, the skinny dudes can eat as much as they want at the barbecue.
Right.
But the fat guys, you have an extra thigh, everybody like, this fat ass eating up all the barbecue.
Yeah, but
chicken.
then they do stupid stuff like, yo, load the plate, but then be like, yo, let me get a Diet Coke. Like,
yeah, I used to do that. I used to do that at
Exactly.
Chick-fil-A. I got called out at Chick-fil-A one time.
And you get on the flight.
What?
I got called out at Chick-fil-A
Not the
one
Chick-fil-A
time.
employees. They did too nice.
The Chick-fil-A employee called me out. I remember I got all of this stuff. I was in college. I got because I have a Chick-fil-A power meal, I used to call it, which was, I had power meals everywhere.
Power meal?
Yeah, I had power meals. The Chick-fil-A power meal was a 12-piece nugget, the 4-piece strips, a large fry, small fry, a cookie.
All that?
Yeah, like a
He was 600 pounds.
I was like, I would eat the cookie, and then I was like, a Diet Coke, and the girl was ringing me up. She goes, "Look at you, getting all that big ass meal and get a Diet Coke. Why don't you just go and get a milkshake or something like that? I'm like, yo,
who was this Popeye employee?
I'm telling you, this is like 99. I was in college, and like I was telling us, like, all right, just give me a regular Coke then.
Do you think that was something that you were conditioned, like from when you were young? You just had unhealthy eating habits, just like being at home where you grew up in your community, or how did that even?
It made me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, there were so many other things in my life that I was unhappy with. The one thing that I knew I could get a lot of happiness from was food. And so...
Why you just didn't get a Happy Meal?
Shut
up,
man. So I was eating feelings, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, that's one of the first things you unlearn when you lose a bunch of weight.
Right.
So what made you lose the weight? What was the last draw was like?
I was crawling up the stairs, like on all fours. So I wouldn't be out of breath.
Did the stress of Hollywood make you want to lose weight?
Nah, not at all, because to me, I wasn't in that. Once I did lose weight, things started happening better for me, like exponentially.
Now, you also have your podcast, which
The Red Pill.
So what made you decide that you had to have your own thing? And TMZ supports it heavily, so it's like part of their network, or is it just something you independently?
It's a partnership between TMZ and me, and then Loudspeakers, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, for me, the podcast was just, it was sort of an exercise for me to know whether or not I could do that and get people that I respect to talk about real situations in their lives. And it's been going great. I got to sit down and talk to a lot of people that I find intriguing, because you always wonder like how someone got to the point that they are. And so that's been a lot of fun for me, just kind of having those different interviews.
Well, we appreciate you for joining us, Van.
No problem, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
iconic.
Van Lathan. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee, DJ Enver. We about to get into Angela Yee's rumor report, and I forgot what she said she's talking about. Okay.
This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club. So listen up.
Well, Waka Flocka says that he may possibly want to retire from rap. Now, he was sitting down with Rock Rants, and here's what he said.
I've been giving up. Ask my wife. They boogie me. Like, I don't want to rap.
Yeah, he does. I mean,
they forced me to
why
put
don't
new
you want to
music
rap
out.
anymore?
Because I did what I came to do. I made past $30 million. Everybody I started with is rich. Everybody's happy. I don't have nothing else to do. Everybody else that didn't make it, they died, or they got kids. Or my right-hand man that's running the streets with me is a pastor. Like, it's life changed for me. Like, people want me to be hard in the paint Waka, but I'm 32 years old. I'm a grown-ass man. I just want to be a good husband. I'm about to make a baby next year.
What Flocka is saying is, I'm 32 years old, and performing hard in the paint makes my knees hurt. Okay? It makes my back hurt. All right?
He's a ball player. He should be fine with it.
Waka Flocka's a ball player?
I mean, he was. He used to play ball.
Oh.
Yeah, I would think he could handle that.
I still listen to Waka Flocka's first album in the gym, heavy. Oh, let's do it. Hard in the paint.
All right, well, in addition to that, remember previously he said he'll no longer talk about his fallout with Gucci. Well, here's what he had to say about that.
If we ever had problems, beef, anything, I'm telling you right now, for me, bro, it's over. Like, I ain't talked to my best friend, my little brother, almost a year, all because we were stuck in ego and all like that, just because the industry changed us. Like, we were young man with dreams, and we really succeeded, but this game changed us. And we finna take this back. Hey, Gooch, nigga, let's sit the down, man. All that playing over with, man. You know how to get me, big dog. You call me, nobody else.
I respect that. I would love to see Waka Flocka and Gucci Mane reconcile, just because they were so close back in the day.
Right, and their issues had to do with him not giving Waka's mom the proper credit that he felt like she deserved. Also, he did say that Gucci's memoir was full of lies.
Who said that, Flocka?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, now let's talk about, speaking of books, Michelle Obama's new book, Becoming, which, as we told you prior to this, has gotten into Oprah Winfrey's book club. This is the first book club pick that she's had from the political world since she started her book club back in 1996. Now, here is some more things that Michelle Obama discussed with Oprah as far as her not even wanting her husband, Barack Obama, to run for president.
I never wanted to be involved in politics, and I knew that Barack was a decent man, but politics was ugly and nasty, and I didn't know that my husband's temperament would mesh with that. But then on the flip side, you see the world and the challenges that the world is facing, and I thought, well, what person do I know who has the gifts that this man has? How do you say no to that? So I had to take off my wife hat and put on my citizen hat, as I've said, and say, how can I stand in the way if I know that this man could do good? And that felt selfish and small, and I couldn't be the person that stopped it.
That's real. She couldn't be selfish in that moment. Her husband is a public servant who was here to affect the lives of many.
Now, since we're talking about a Michelle, now let's switch over to Michelle Williams. Now, we had
It's a
Chad,
hard turn.
Michelle on here.
Hard
Chad
turn,
Loves
yeah.
Michelle is their series that's on OWN, where they're going through all kinds of issues with their relationship and talking to a counselor and just getting ready for their marriage. Now, there was something that went viral from the latest episode, and that was the two of them basically discussing race, and Michelle saying there's a lot of things that Chad can't understand. That's Michelle Williams, that Chad can't understand because she's a black woman.
Had a disagreement. I said something to him on the lines of, well, Chad, because you are not black, you would not understand why I communicate the way I do. Maybe because you didn't grow up around a lot of black people. And so that was very, very offensive to Chad.
To me, it doesn't matter if you're black, white. If you know that the other person was like, I didn't like the way you said that, then seek to find some understanding as to why that person didn't like what you said, you know? And let's keep that the issue, not pull in all these other things, because then it feels like you're just trying to cut.
All right. Well, it goes on. They went on to discuss. What are you confused about?
What is he telling her not? He's telling her to dismiss racism out the equation? That's what he's saying?
He doesn't think that it should be a factor in every topic, is what he's saying. Now,
okay.
It goes on to this, and this is what really had people annoyed.
When we had the disagreement, he says, did you take your meds today? Now that...
But wait. That was Dr. Tama. I would never go there, and I apologize
But you
for
shouldn't
it.
go there
No.
regardless.
And I don't think you should ever go there with black and white. And it was after she said again, and I got mad, and I was like, did you take your meds today? She knows how to cut.
Apples and oranges, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, if you know that your woman deals with some type of mental illness, you shouldn't say things like, did you take your medication today? That's kind of dismissive of whatever it is she's
And you
going
also
through.
can't dismiss her feelings about race.
Exactly.
And
That's what I'm saying.
their
Like,
relationship, because there are different ways that we communicate. That is something that has to be discussed in a relationship, especially if they're having communication issues.
but that's the epitome of white privilege, right? The epitome of white privilege is you don't have to factor in race in any equation. When you're black, you have to think to yourself constantly, is this happening because of the color of my skin, or is it just a matter of circumstance?
Now, she did say that race is an uncomfortable thing Chad and I don't like to talk about, but we're learning that we have to talk about it. So that's something they are going to have to work on as their union moves forward. All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
What are we doing now?
Well, now DJ Envy does his
I'm
People's
tired,
Choice
man.
Mix. And let's keep it real, okay? DJ Envy, it's his daughter's birthday today.
Yes.
Madison's 17 years
And
old.
Envy left to go, she got to take a driver's test, right?
Yeah, she had to take her road test.
I'm tired. I was out late last night. I was doing In Session Live with Dr. Jessica Clemens, and that was live at 10 o'clock. I didn't leave there till midnight, so I'm tired.
You know what? And I flew in from Atlanta last night, and I didn't land until 12:30 to the airport.
So what you're saying
We're
is,
tired too.
in this moment, neither one of us
We're
really
both
know
tired.
what to do.
Yeah, I think it's like the People's Choice Mix where he says that people
Boom.
get to choose,
There you go. It's that time of the day.
but it's a mix.
He's a
so
liar.
whatever you want to hear, hit up DJ Envy right now at DJ Envy.
For no
Let him know
reason.
what you want to hear.
you wanna waste
Hopefully
your
it's
time.
in the mix, and he's going to get it on for you.
That's all.
Yes.
And Revolt, peace. I thought your Revolt was supposed to be on vacation for the next 3 weeks.
No, starting Thanksgiving week
Oh,
next
Thanksgiving,
week.
okay.
They're going to be on vacation for 2 weeks, and then they're off at the end of the year, too, because that saves money with salaries.
Hey, man. Did he got to buy a big ring to get Cassie back? All right. People's Choice Make up next. It's the Breakfast